Hello everyone, Faye Explorer here. I'm so excited to share my experiences, my strategies, my trips, my journey and tips of how I'm able to get visas in whichever country I apply for. I got my US visa in 2 weeks. I got my Canadian visa in 3 weeks. I got my Australian visa in 1 week. And I believe there must be something I'm doing right. I also have helped so many people, from my neighbors to family to friends to even people whom I don't know, who have been referred to me, and I have been very helpful to them, and they got their visas approved too. And I've decided I need to widen my scope. I want to help you out there. You who is applying for the first time, or you who have applied and was denied, and by watching my video, you'll see what you were supposed to do when you didn't. Now, I'll be giving all my journeys of all the countries that I have been to and the countries whose visa I've gotten so easily. But for this one time, I'm going to start with B1, B2 US visa, which I got in 2 weeks. So how do you go about it? You go to Google, and in Google, you search for usembassy.gov, and it's going to bring you the embassy, the website of the embassy that is nearer where you are. And then from there, when you click on that, it will lead you to the online non-immigrant visa application form DS-160. So what is DS-160? I cannot emphasize enough how important this form is, because this is your first contact with the consular even before they have the opportunity to see you. So my advice here is to ensure that you are very accurate, you are very thorough, you are very truthful, and you know firsthand the information that you have put there, so that even later when asked, you can still repeat whatever you had filled. So to my tips, I'm going to start with personal information. Number 1, I would advise that you ensure you fill it correctly according to what is in your passport. What names did you give in your passport? Because those are the names that should appear in your DS-160. An addition or removal of any of the names is going to make it appear like those are 2 different people. At that same part, they're going to ask you about your marital status. Most people who are married do not have certificates, so it is important, because you need proof, to either go for an affidavit, an authorized one, to show that you are married, you have family. This is very important, because one reason why most people get denied is because they do not show any home ties. And you cannot convince anyone, if you go out there, what do you have to go home for? So please ensure that that section is well filled. Then number 2, I'd go to travel plans. You should not even buy your ticket before you get your visa, because you are not sure how long it will take. But you must not leave that portion blank. So you're supposed to fill the tentative dates which you intend to travel. You may know that you want to travel in another 1, 2, 3 months, and I'll be staying for 1, 2, 3 weeks, and I'll be coming back exactly at this date. That is so very important, because it shows you are focused and you know what you are doing. Still on travel, they're going to ask you in a section whether you have traveled. This they call travel history. This is very important. I always advise anybody who would listen that it's always good to try and travel from close borders, like the neighboring countries. Go pay a visit, go for a week, go for a tour, and come back, get your passport stamped, go further, a little bit further out, even before you go abroad. Because that is a very strong indication that you are able to go to other people's countries and come back. So you can be trusted that if you're given a visa to the abroad countries, you will still be able to come back. And then about the entity paying. Who is paying for you? This is a very important question as far as the embassy is concerned. You could have saved money for a whole year or more for the same trip, or you could get somebody to sponsor it. And they are supposed to write an affidavit, an notarized affidavit that shows that they are the ones who will be taking care of you. This could be your parents, your sibling, your employer. Maybe he's the one that is sending you out there, or it could even be the person who is going to host you. So this is very important that you have proof that you are well taken care of. Nobody wants you to be a burden when you go out there in a way that you get stuck and you will not know how to get yourself around. Your contacts are also very important. That should be my number 4. They are very important because if the embassy would like to communicate with you, you must give them your current, the one that works. That is your telephone number and your email. Your email is very important. I know most people are not very keen in emails, but please, when you get into this journey, you must be on top of your email. Ensure that even after submission of the form, you'll be checking your email every day for any updates in case they need anything from you and you need to furnish their office with the necessary item. How is your social media? That would be number 5. How is your social media presence? That is Twitter, Instagram, Telegram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. What material do you put out there for people to see? It shows a lot about you, the kind of person you are. And in this form, they will be expecting you to give them the names that you are known by in those social media handles so that they look up. And it has made some people miss out on their visas because of the content that they share out there. So we need to be very careful. Another important point for me would be the US point of contact. Very, very important. Who is receiving you? Where will you be staying? Their address, their telephone numbers, because you must have a place you are going. Whether it's a school, whether it's an organization, a home, a hotel, you must have a contact that if they called, then those people have your information of when you are getting there, how long you are staying, and when you intend to leave. So that is also a very important area to ensure that it is done right. Then work and education. That would be my 7th. Do you work back home? And what is your education? Why it's very important is because whether you are a professional or you are a skilled trader or you are a farmer down there, it doesn't matter. All of them are good. but you need to have proof, something that can show that you work back home. Why? Because if you have a stable income back home, you have work, maybe you're even going on your leave day, or you're taking some break, and you can prove that you are stable, that is an area that will strengthen your process, because it will show you have something to go back to, and you wouldn't want to go out there without papers and struggle. Yet back home, you are good. Your environment is better. So please make sure that these are my 7. For me, they are the most important. But you also make sure you don't leave a blank. Fill every part, every portion, and do it correctly. Now, when you are done, please go over your application 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, whether you filled it yourself or somebody assisted you in filling it. Ensure you go through it thoroughly so that you know that every information, by the time you are submitting it, you can be 100% sure that it is accurate and 100% correct. Now, here we come. You are done and you have submitted. So this is where my secret is, how I get my visas done in record time. So for you to even get more information about this, please make sure you write us an email on fairexploreradvisors@gmail.com for any question, for any guidance that you would want from us. And we will be glad to assist you in the best way possible. You can also comment on this video. Please like, subscribe, and knock that notification bell, because every week I'll be posting my videos and you don't want to miss out. So what is my secret? After submission, you are supposed to open an account. Open an account with the same embassy, and that is where you pay for your visa. I believe for now it's going at $185. So you can convert that depending on the country you are from. And it is after payment that they give you your date of interview. And more often than not, because of the backlog that there is, that interview will be 1 month, 2 months, even sometimes it goes up to 3 months from the time of application. So what is the trick here? The trick is, listen carefully. You ensure that the following day, you go and log into your account. And when you're logging into your account, you have access to and you are able to change your date of interview by clicking in and finding out whether there is a nearer date than the one you already were given. And it is as easy as that. You can even get one for the following day or the following week. So it's not magic. Just do it. And I can assure you, you will be surprised. And if you need help, we are there for you. Now, we are not done. We have not gotten our visa. So, in my next video, I'm going to be very thorough in telling you and showing you and demonstrating to you the documents that you need to carry with you and how to prepare for the interview and how to present yourself at the interview and possible questions that you will be asked. And I believe going with me on this journey is going to light up your face and it's going to give you a more positive outlook and a better result in your visa applications. Thank you very much. God bless you. I love you.